Good evening, everybody. Good morning, really. It is 3 a.m., 3:05 here, Eastern Standard Time. I got a little bit of sleep. Still recouping from almost having no voice yesterday, and a little bit of a fever. But got some rest. We have a snow squall coming in, or a series of snow squalls. And these snow squalls are strong enough that they might pop out some thundersnow. So we're on thundersnow watch, waiting for some flashes of lightning as these snow squalls start moving in. I don't plan on going all that far, but I do want to at least try to see if we can score some thundersnow. Do have lightning being detected in snow squalls just to the south and west of Lewistown. And some more lightning over Lake Erie, downwind of Lake Michigan, downwind of Lake Ontario. All with some pretty good snow squalls and producing some lightning. So let's see what we can find. I want to make sure if I do get it on camera, it's at least here live on YouTube for all of you to see. Currently heading to, I'm in Hughesville, or was in Hughesville, heading to a small little spot where it's nice and lit up so that we can see this snow moving in. And once we turn off and look to the west, you're going to see the sky is bright white with just a butt ton of snow coming down in these snow squalls. Currently 32 degrees, so bridges and overpasses, you might be able to see that little shine there on the bridge. Definitely a little slick, but you can see off to the west there is some heavy snow getting ready to move in, and that's why I'm out here. If we get some thunder snow, I want to be able to get it on camera. So stay tuned and stay with me. See what we can get. right, we are currently under a special weather statement for southern Lycoming, Northumberland, Columbia. It states a snow squall will affect parts of Columbia, southern Lycoming, Union, Northumberland, Montour, and Snyder counties. Snow squall accompanied by winds of 25 to 30 miles an hour, which can rapidly reduce visibility to less than 1 mile. From Montgomery all the way down to Mifflinburg, moving east at 40 miles an hour. So we're right on the northern fringe, but I'll tell you what, according to radar, there's a lot more to the north of that. So we're going to hold position here, looking almost due west. And we're going to utilize the lights here at Murray Motors, just off of Route 405 and I-180. We're going to utilize these lights to watch as the snow comes falling down. And hopefully, hopefully we get some thunder snow, flashes of lightning in snow squalls. As I pointed out in a live not too many days, or yesterday, 2 days ago really now. Snow squall is basically a thunderstorm in the winter. So we'll see how this goes. And again, I'm going to calm my talking because I'm still dealing with a sore throat and not much of a fever anymore. That's really gone away, thankfully. But yeah, special weather statements actually all the way down to the Maryland-Pennsylvania border, where there is lightning being detected. Down into Blair County, just north of Newburgh, north of I-76. Some of these snow squalls definitely mean business, folks. So if you are out on the road, heading to work, heading home from work, traveling, be very mindful of the road conditions. Got to be careful with how much we zoom here, because the more you zoom, especially at night, the more coverage of the sky we lose, and I don't want you to not see the flash of lightning if we actually get it. Snow's starting to come down a little heavier. And this snow squall, at least the heavier band of snow, is now over the Williamsport area. Avis, Linden, and Williamsport, excuse me for the windshield wipers. Avis and Linden, now Williamsport, are now under the heaviest band. And I apologize about my windshield wipers. There's not much I can do about the squeak until a lot more snow starts falling. Yeah, slippery road conditions for sure. Like I said, it's 32 degrees. Anything that does fall on the ground will most likely freeze. It's been cold enough that the ground is starting to freeze up. Come on, THUNDERSNOW. Snow's starting to come down pretty good now. You can see the sky has really lightened up even more. I don't want to get too close to, not because I'm worried about lightning strikes, I don't want to get too close to the light poles and have all that light just kind of blow out the sky. I want to be able to see the bright white flash if it does happen. So come on, baby. You can see some of the big snowflakes hitting the windshield now. big snowflakes falling now. Yeah, the snow forecast for Erie County, Venango County, Mercer County, you know, those counties in northwestern PA are just going to get pounded and have been pounded today. They're going to get pounded again overnight, tomorrow, Friday. Some of these areas are looking at 2 to, you know, possibly upwards of 3 feet of snow in some spots, with lake effect snow being the culprit, especially right across or right downwind from Lake Erie. All right, this band is just about on us. Got snow plows out and about. Roads are going to be pretty well crap if they aren't already. So if you are on the roads tonight, this morning, do go with caution. Again, we're sitting in a park and ride parking lot looking toward the west as the snow band's getting ready to come in. We are on THUNDERSNOW watch. Was that a flash? I don't think so. This heavy snow band is getting ready to come through. It's going to last a good half hour to an hour. That is awesome. All right, let's see if we can find that. There it is, dropped a screw. I love the sound of windshield wipers jumping across the windshield. But as a storm chaser, that's what we deal with all the time. Alright, now get on the window. Good deal. Now I can put that on. Radar's still looking pretty good for this snow band. I appreciate everybody getting on and watching here real quick. We've got some snow bands working through, some snow squalls, some special weather statements in effect, and we are watching for some thunder snow that has already happened across the state. A new one near Mahoning, which is just north of Katanning and Ford City, out in looks like Armstrong and Indiana, or just north of Indiana County. I think it's Armstrong County. There's a big snowburst happening all the way from Bradford areas all the way down to almost into Pittsburgh. And believe it or not, blizzard warnings in effect in the Erie area because of all of the lake effect snow that's going to start ramping up. Let's see if any accidents are being reported yet. How's everybody doing this fine, well, morning now? If you can hear me okay and the defrost is not blasting into the mic on the phone or on the camera, go ahead and hit that like button just so I know you can hear me. Heavy snow is just a minute or two away. We've had some snow falling for the last couple of hours. Kind of like last night, 2 nights ago. Dropped about an inch of snow, inch and a quarter. just enough to mess up the roads a little bit and cause some problems for those out on the road. Those of you watching, I really appreciate it. See if we can show you what I'm looking at on radar. So here's a zoomed in look of the radar. You can see that red dot right in the center. That's me, or that's where I am. Right at the north end of that special weather statement, that's covering eastern and southern Lycoming County, portions of Columbia, Northumberland, Union, Montour, and Snyder. And then that warning goes all the way south, or I'm sorry, the special weather statement goes all the way south down to the Maryland border. And you can see right on that last scan, you can see the band. The heaviest snow, convective type activity is happening, getting ready to come into Dillsburg, and it's already into Carlisle, going to be coming into the Harrisburg area. There's a zoomed in view of the strongest little band out ahead of it now. And that's why that special weather statement was issued. But as we come up to my location there, you can see heavy snow up to the north. Northern Lycoming from Liberty all the way over into Sullivan from Hillsgrove and Forksville. Dew Shore up next. And then as we back out over toward western Lycoming County, and then Snyder, Montour, Union. Not necessarily Montour, at least on to the west, but Snyder and Union. And then northern Northumberland County, we're all seeing some heavy snow. And if we zoom in real quick, you can see right on that edge of some of that heavy snow. So that's what we are waiting for and what we are watching for, at least for the possibility of some thunder snow. Hopefully we can get it. All right, that heavy snow band is now into Benton in Columbia County, down through Orangeville, Knoebels Grove, and it's gone through Bloomsburg, down through Shamokin, Mount Carmel, all the way down toward Gratz and Lycoming, and now coming into the Harrisburg metro area. No lightning showing up on radar back there or down that way. There's a PennDOT plow truck. You might see a little flash as it drives by, but it's up on I-180. We might go up there and take a look at how the road conditions are here in a little bit. But radar is showing lots of snow. How much? Probably 1 to 2 inches of snow. Let's go check it out. I'm sure as soon as we start going, there'll be a big flash of lightning. Like I said, we're not going to go very far today. We're going to keep this relatively close. We're already sliding. If you're just now joining us, we are getting onto I-180 westbound here next to Muncie. Got some heavy snow falling now with some of these snow squalls moving through. And snow squalls can bring lightning, so we are keeping our eyes open for thundersnow. And if we do get a chance and we see some, it's not going to be hard to see it. You will see a flash of light in the sky. Very big snowflakes falling. You should be able to see that in the view. Probably nickel-sized snowflakes. Right now it looks like I am flying, but I am doing 47 miles an hour. Speed limit is 65, but with the snow and road conditions, I'm sure the roads, they're not too bad, but we're not going to test it by going too fast. If you're watching, put where you're from down in the comments. I don't have any moderators on right now. It is 3:41. We've been live for about 40 minutes almost. No flashes of lightning yet, but we are intently watching for any thunder snow that may develop. The left lane is partially snow covered, and it's completely snow covered. So I'm going to be staying in the right lane. Coming up on an overpass, let's see what it looks like. Doesn't feel too bad. It is a little snow covered. And this heavy snow will last a good couple of hours, well, maybe a good hour, hour and a half. So we might see a good quick inch or two. A little bit more snow up in the higher elevations. Right now we're sitting at 528 feet elevation. And 32 degrees. Following behind a PennDOT plow truck. And if you've ever been behind a plow as they're plowing, you will smell it as it's kind of grinding along on the asphalt. And you can see sparks. Again, I'm not going to get too close. I'm going to stay back away from the truck. There's no reason to be right on his bumper. And I definitely don't want to get in the left lane and spin right out, so. Look at them sparks. Can you see them? Playing the Zoom game here, folks, sorry. Right now doing about 37 miles an hour behind this plow truck. Doing a good job keeping this right lane clean. Throwing down a bunch of salt. And they've got not only the big blade, but the side blade out. That's what that big bright red light is on the right side there. That's on the edge of the side blade. 600 left lane, icy. I am not going to pass and risk spinning out and spinning into the blades of that plow truck. Still no thunder snow. Gonna be hard to see, but you might be able to see he's got the bed of the truck up, getting all that ice down to the back. Now he's lowering it. Still a good amount of snow coming down, folks. More power to you there, bud. Get off here as well and head back the other direction. All right, we're now in Montoursville, PA. Well, I'm in the right lane. He went over and did the main lanes, or the left turn lane. Yep. Got hot in here. Have a good night, Mr. Snowplow Driver. Or Mrs. Snowplow Driver. Still got a special weather statement for southern and eastern Lycoming County, Columbia County, Northumberland, Union, Snyder, and all the way down to the Maryland-Pennsylvania border. There's a truck down in the ditch back there. No kidding. He looked like he drove off the I'll try to get turned around here, but we're just slipping and sliding all over. I'm gonna be able to pull the. He's in a pickup truck way down over an embankment, but we're gonna go down and check and make sure he's okay. So that's what we do. Okay, brakes. Okay, we're just gonna slowly. And it looks like he went down over the hill going into the left side here. May have tried to come off the road and just lost. That's exactly what he did. Lost traction and went right down over the hill. You might be able to see the tracks right there on the bottom of the screen. Oh. Folks, I'll be right back. Y'all good? All right, folks, driver's okay. He came off the main road, and this is just a sheet of ice all through here. So I am going to be extremely careful to get turned around and get back onto the main road. But one vehicle off the road down into a deep, not even a ravine. I hate calling it a ravine, but that's essentially what it is. Might be able to see it down in there. Nice little ravine, but he's okay. He thinks the truck is okay as well. But he is not getting out of there, and there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to get his vehicle down from there. You can see the tracks. He came off the road and it just went straight down over. All right. Looks like he's grabbing a few things out of his vehicle. He's not hurt. Maybe pried a little bit, but you drive long enough, it happens to all of us. Hopefully, if they actually see this or hear this, I'll pray for you, and hopefully you get a wrecker here soon that can. But even pickup trucks with four-wheel drive, you're still gonna slide when it's icy, which is why we always say, just slow down. And he said it. I don't know how much you could hear. He said he was doing about 3 miles an hour trying to make the turn, and it just did not make the turn. So. And as you can see, I am still having connection issues, and I'm in the middle of towns. Stupid crazy. Well, anyway, we're now in Montoursville. That driver is okay. Vehicle probably okay. Slid down the embankment, down into the little gulch, and drive is not getting out from that predicament. So we got one vehicle off the road so far. Haven't seen anything else, but another half hour, 45 minutes of snow, and then a big snow burst for another band of heavy snow right behind it. Go ahead, buddy. If you want your brights on and you want to pass, you go ahead and pass. I am not getting in your way. He is gone. Get. That's the thing, folks. Four-wheel drive is great until it's icy. And then doesn't matter what you got. 6 tires, 8 tires, you're going to slide. Yeah, it looks like just over an inch here on the ground. Most of the roads are covered, even the highway. The left lane of the highway is covered. New special weather statement off to the west for this heavy snow band that's going to be pinwheeling through the central counties over the next hour or two. Go ahead, buddy. I'm turning. I don't want you there in case I start sliding. We're going slow enough, hopefully. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, they plowed the other lane, it looks like. We're here in downtown Montoursville. Scanner's quiet. Doesn't sound like any accidents happening anywhere, at least nothing being reported. Thank you to everybody who's watching. If you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and hit that like button. That will tell YouTube to share it to others. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I am on my way to 1,000 subscribers, and that's my first goal, is to hit the YouTube monetization. And 1,000 subscribers is the first metric needed for that, as well as the 4,000 watch hours, which I'm working on. But if you do like this, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, that would be appreciated. And comment below where you're from. Bella, looks like you just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Oh, you're in the area and you live close to the mall area, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen any kind of delays yet. I know plow trucks and whatnot are out working, but the main roads are a little dicey. These back roads and whatnot are definitely going to be interesting. And hopefully they got a couple of hours yet before they got to make that decision. But it's coming up on those times, and some of these school districts start getting kids on the buses not too far before 6 o'clock. So wanted to come down into our Walmart here, which thanks to COVID they went away from the 24-hour. But they do have a plow truck here, a tractor from the looks of it. Doing some heavy lifting. Well, I guess I could have parked over in the other place, but that's all right. Still hoping for some thunder snow, folks, but the heaviest snow has now moved off to the east, as has a very large special weather statement that is following a the squall line, essentially, of the for this snow is going right through York right at the moment, all the way up through Elizabethtown, Mount Joy, Lebanon, and all the way up through Pottsville, St. Croix, or St. Clair, excuse me. Doesn't look like any lightning with that, but All right, folks, give me a second. I'm going to try to get some of this on camera. So I will be right back. Let's see if we can't get this zoomed out here a little bit. Not much snow. I'll be honest with you. It's not a fantastic amount, but it is some of the first snows we've gotten this season. And for December 5th, we've got probably 2.5, 3 inches of snow total so far. A couple of different trucks, plow tractors and trucks looking like they're trying to do what they can with these parking lots. With an inch and a half of snow, I mean, obviously they want to get the parking lots clear before people start parking in them in the morning. And this line does look like it's producing some lightning just right around the Lebanon area. On the south side of Lebanon, looks like several different lightning strikes. So if you're in the Lebanon, PA area and you've seen some thunder snow, throw it down below. Did you see the flash? Did you hear the thunder? I am still waiting for mine up here. Looks like this tractor in front of us here is trying to get some of the bigger snow piles taken care of into a bigger batch of snow, and then it'll get pushed over to the big pile here to our right. Not a bad little snowfall, especially overnight. go ahead and move again here. Yeah, I got about almost 2 inches of snow there on the curb there in front of us, on the base of the light pole. You can see not a bad little 2-inch snowfall so far. Gonna be more coming. I'm gonna head over toward our Wise Markets here in Montoursville. Not sure where the tractor went over here. Well, as I often do, I apologize if you were looking for THUNDERSNOW. We don't have it here from the looks of it. At least just yet. We've got some more heavy stuff getting ready to come in. And that should be here in about, from the looks of it, about, it's going to be about an hour. Heaviest snow has now moved off to the east, and there's still some decent snow falling down near Port Trevorton, down to Millersburg, Halifax, all the way down to Marysville, Enola, and then on to the other side of the river into Harrisburg. But yeah, nice little line of almost like a squall line moving through eastern PA, getting ready to go into the Reading area from Lancaster. It's past York, be coming into Lancaster, Ephrata, Reading.
Station 94, second doing ambulance emergency, 220 Thompson Street, very short, just please. Station 94, second doing ambulance emergency, 220 Thompson Street, very short, chest pain, 0423.
Let's see, do I have? I do. Let's go get a live snow measurement, shall we? going to unplug. Let's go get a live snow measurement. It will be the utmost in scientific data collection. I've got a wooden, small little wooden one. But yeah, we're going to do it right on this curb. And there's our 1 inch. So we got 2.5. Right at the 2.5 line. So there you have it. Little over 2, probably 2.5, at least on concrete. Extremely scientific measurement there. Let's go to another spot. The open parking lots are going to be a lot harder because they're blacktop and they're going to be warmer still. Let's go to a new spot here. Get down in that snow. And about the same thing, 2.5. Pull it forward. So yeah, 2.5. Not too shabby. But you can see it's not too terribly deep at all. In the main parking lots, it's only roughly, I'd say, 1 inch. Yeah, right about an exact inch in the main parking lot. So nice little inch coating here in these parking lots. Storm Chaser Justin Selig, how are you, sir? You're up early as well. Bella, yes, go back to sleep. At least get a little bit more, I guess. And it's just a really nice, pretty, fluffy snowfall. Maybe a little bit more, another inch or so in the coming hours, right before school should start, which should be nice. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's not doing too bad. The few snow plows and snow tractors that are out here are getting the job done, but a lot of this will probably melt during the day, although it will get cold. Oh, it will get cold and windy. That's why wind advisories are in effect. Wind advisories pretty much everywhere. Winter storm warnings in the higher elevations, down near the Laurel Highlands, through Altoona, and almost up into State College. Let's see if I can see the most up to date. Yeah, so right now, winter storm warnings. Looks like Somerset County, Cambria, up into Clearfield. And then winter weather advisories for Northern Center, Northern Clinton, Northern Lycoming, all Sullivan, and Tioga. Through the central portion, right around 180. All the way down to 80, and then where it connects and goes into 99 down toward from State College all the way down into Blair and Altoona all the way down to Bedford. That whole area is under a a wind advisory. And then all of the counties in northern and northwestern PA, from Potter and Cameron, McKean, Elk, Forest, Warren, Crawford, Mercer, and I believe Venango, and I'm not 100% sure the others, it's not marked, are under lake effect snow warnings, and Erie County, PA is under a blizzard warning. So lots and lots of colors on the winter weather scale on the maps. Dusty, good morning. And as a storm chaser and a Twister fan, talking to anybody with the name Dusty is pretty stinking awesome. And yes, good morning. Lycoming Creek Road looks beautiful outside right now. Yes, it most certainly does. Can't get much better than a light snowfall kind of coating all the trees and even roads and driveways and whatnot. It's really a pretty scene. I'm gonna try to get some footage of this tractor working here quick. Keyword try. Pull into about the exact same spot here. Oof. Let's not break anything here. Tis be bad. Yeah, I'm being as safe as I as I possibly can. Obviously, there's other people on the road, and I can't really control them. But as far as myself, absolutely. Yeah, the blizzard stuff. I've been in a few blizzards. I have camped out in my vehicle in a blizzard on the Jersey coast. That was awesome. And I definitely don't want to get into the parking lot here at Walmart and be right in this person's way. That's kind of the last thing you want to do. You want to give them the space. And obviously there's a couple of vehicles, but they're employees. There could be people that left their vehicle, either it didn't start or, whatnot. But I am not going to add to the problems that he or she are trying to deal with plowing all this. Yeah, both movies are pretty good. I will say I'm old enough to have no problem saying the original Twister is way better. They tried to do a good job in the second one with the science, but there were a lot of things in that were just plain wrong, and I hate being that person. But as far as disaster movies, which I do love disaster movies, they did a good job with that one. Yeah, definitely still enjoyable. And yeah, I mean, highway traffic isn't doing too bad. I'm you know, just in the Walmart, so I can see I-180 from where I'm at. And you know, there's not a ton of traffic, but it is moving. And again, listening to the scanner, there's really there haven't been any dispatches for accidents or vehicles off the road since, you know, later last night. Yeah, just a really light snow now. There we go. Oh yeah, that once people start hitting the roads quite a bit, yeah, it'll turn into a little bit of semi-controlled chaos. Oh, for sure. 100% respect and admiration for all first responders. Well, thank you. I hope it does too. I've had the channel technically since 2008 is when I first started it. And there were a lot of times and a lot of reasons why I didn't really push for it and push on it. But I've been really pushing over these last couple of years and these last few months real hard. But yeah, thank you for that. And every 1 or 2 subscribers on 1 or 2 videos that I get, it starts to add up. We'll get there. It's certainly not going to be anything I'm going to be able to survive on or live on, but it's a lot of fun. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Whee! I darn near slipped onto my butt. There's an action shot for you. New special weather statement just issued, pretty large one for all of north central PA, all the way from Bellefonte and State College, and really including everything from State College north all the way to Genesee, and everywhere all the way to 15, Route 15. Large snow band. Heavy snow will impact central and northern Pennsylvania during the pre-dawn hours, accompanied by winds of up to 45 miles an hour. Will rapidly reduce visibility to less than a quarter of a mile. State College, Williamsport, Lock Haven, Bellefonte, Jersey Shore, Mansfield, Wellsboro, Park Forest Village, Carroll, Cameron, Woodward, Boalsburg, Wharton, Keating, Morris, Pleasant Gap, Phillipsburg, Coudersport, Lamar, Lamont, and a whole bunch of other communities. You're all under the gun for a nice heavy snow squall and snow band that's going to be coming through. If you're on Interstate 80, watch out between mile marker 133 all the way east to 194. Whee! Okay, we're a little slick there. Alright, so this new special weather statement does include western Lycoming County. All of Tioga, Clinton County, and with these snow squalls, this is another strong band, and there could be some thunder snow associated with this. So we're gonna stay out. We're gonna cover this as it comes through. Yeah, that loader guy, the person driving was doing a really good job. I am in Montoursville. I was at our Walmart as we had 2.5 to 2 3/4 inches on the ground, and a little bit less than that in the parking lots, but on some of the concrete curbs, I measured 2.5 to 2 3/4 inches as of 4:30. Yeah, Montoursville here in Lycoming County, north central PA. Thank you for watching. Good morning from Lincoln, United Kingdom. Well, thank you for watching. Warm, I'm not having a problem with. I am a warm soul. And my car does a really good job at keeping the heat going. In fact, I got to turn windows or roll windows down just to kind of cool it off in here a little bit. Yeah, that next line, Justin, that next line is starting to look pretty good. I'm hopeful. Got about maybe 45 minutes to an hour before it hits right here where I'm at. So I'm going to take a quick detour. All right. That's just ice right there. I can go because it does not have a sign. Yeah, for anybody traveling the roads this morning, please be real careful. It is icy, and the plow trucks have been out, but the snow came down pretty heavy through the night, and you're gonna want to be real careful. If you hear clanging around and whatnot, it's my my Yeti bottle. I am just drinking water like crazy to soothe my throat. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you, Dusty. Yeah, once I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I will feel a lot better in that regard. YouTube is way harder than I think most people understand. At least getting where you need to be. And the subscribers, yeah, that's tough. The watch time, that's tough as well. But plug away and we'll make it work. But those little things like hitting the like button, that does wonders. Subscribing, if you haven't subscribed yet, it's free. One of the easiest things you can do for a creator that you really enjoy watching stuff. And then hitting that bell and turning on notifications, that will allow you to get pop-ups and notifications. Not really pop-ups, but you'll get a notification that the creator you want to follow has put up a new video, whether it's a short video, long form, live like we're doing here. So those of you watching, I really appreciate you. And I hope I earned your subscription. Plow trucks back and forth. Well, I will tell you, coming on to East 3rd Street, the Golden Strip here in Loyalsock and Williamsport area, it is fairly snow covered and slick. So if you are out and about this early Thursday morning, do so with caution. Taking it nice and easy. This is where you get into trouble, trying to take a turn too quick or trying to brake too quick. All right, folks, give me one quick minute so I can run in and use the little boy's room. I will be right out. Don't go anywhere. Everybody in the chat, help out. And I will be right back. I am going to turn this off and lock it. All right. How we doing, everybody? Use the little boys' room and got myself some coffee. I splurged. I don't like to spend money, but coffee is the one thing that is good to have. Where? There we go. All right, folks. Brand new information. Drum roll. Snow squall warning has been issued for Center, Clinton, Lycoming, Northumberland, Union County until 5:45. The snow squall warning goes from all the way in western Center County. It includes the northern areas of State College, just not downtown. But if you're close enough to it, it'll probably be pretty heavy. Bellefonte, Howard, Orviston, all the way to Lock Haven, Millheim, Loganton, Oval, I'm talking Jersey Shore, Avis, Linden, Williamsport, Montoursville, all the way to Hughesville, Picture Rocks, Dewart, Milton, Muncie, Clarkstown, Rocktown, whole bunch of other communities all in there that I did not announce. Just making a post on my Storm Chaser Eli Roberts Facebook page, letting everyone know. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Yeah, Nigel, we get those too. I'm just starting to catch up on chat. In some areas, we do have travel advisories and other advisories where you're really not supposed to be on the roads. Most of the time, that is for larger vehicles, tractor trailers, large trucks, box trucks, anything with heavy loads, even flatbeds. Generally, commercial. It just encompasses commercial. Every now and then in the heaviest of snow, which is happening right along the Lake Erie coastline from Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York, there are some areas of I-90, I think maybe State Road 5 or State Route 5, but at 90, there are some sections that are closed right now. Yeah, the roads are pretty slick. I mean, once the sun starts warming up the skies and it starts getting a little light out, it'll eventually warm up a little bit. But these roads are going to be a little slick. Yeah, the last time it happened here in Central PA where we had a state of emergency, For snow, that would have been at least 20, at least in this area, 2021, 2022. Sullivan County and high elevations, I mean, that happens quite a bit. In fact, earlier this year, here just a week or two ago, Sullivan County, portions of Sullivan County had 15 to 17 inches in some of the highest spots. But yeah, down here in the valley areas where the highways are, I would say it's been at least a couple of years. Yeah, yes, I always wash my hands. I have a bottle of hand sanitizer in the car, and I tend to use that enough. And of course, this time of year, my hands get all cracked. Yeah, the scanner is very quiet. I'm actually quite shocked. And everything's working. You know, I keep going through some of the different channels, and it's all working. Well, thank you, Nigel, for joining my Facebook page. Yeah, I the last time I got over into the UK was in 1995. It was quite a while ago. I was a 15-year-old kid, turned 15 in London, went to a show, and I cannot remember, and I apologize, I cannot remember the name of it. It's kind of the equivalent of our Broadway. Went to a show of Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper, and then we went out for a nice dinner, and it was all my 15th birthday, so I got to enjoy a lot of the sights and sounds of London. We toured some castles. I don't remember we ever got in, you know, anywhere in or around Buckingham Palace. We were outside. We got to see the guards, and you know, the entrances and all that, which looked so cool. Heard Big Ben, which I do not forget. That was very cool. And got to travel around England. Did not get up north toward Edinburgh and Scotland. Family history shows Scotland, and some of the tribes up in not northern Scotland, but kind of the central and southern Scotland areas. And so yeah, Scotland and Wales, forgive me, shows some of my family lineage from way back in the day. Yeah, 511. I've checked a little bit on Google Maps and the road conditions, and you know, most of the roads seem okay, at least according to Google Maps. A lot of 80 is closed, which is quite interesting. From 147. 147 and 180 near Milton, west, all the way to Route 15 and 180, where it comes in by Route 100 on 80. So it's a very large section of 80 is closed. Yeah, a lot of 80 is closed right now, or very slow, and that's following right where those big snow squalls already went through. Yeah, when I was 15 and we went to when I went to Europe for a student ambassador program, We went to England. We flew into Heathrow, landed in London, and did, you know, a couple of days tour all around London and up into the coast on the eastern side. Took a ferry ride across the, I believe that's the North Sea, and got into, it's either the Baltic or the North. I think it's the North, and landed in Denmark. Went through Copenhagen, and then got all the way up into northern Denmark. The group I was with, we were presented with a key to a town at the very northern tip of Denmark. And again, I forget the name of that town, but we stayed with host families for a couple of days, and they took us all the way up to the very northern tip of Denmark, where the North Sea and the Baltic Sea come crashing together. That was very cool. And then we left Denmark, took a bus all the way down to the southern tip of Denmark, the southern shore, and went into Germany. Went all the way across Germany and into France. Got to go to Paris and Cologne, and we went through Munich and Berlin in Germany, and then took a smaller ferry ride from the northern shore of France and across the English Channel in past the White Cliffs of Dover, and went through the areas where my grandfather flew over during World War II. So it was a really nice trip, and you know, being 15, it was very memorable and still easy to remember a lot of details. But beautiful country you have there, Nigel. Was it called That'll Be the Day? That's one of the songs that I believe Buddy Holly did a song called That'll Be the Day. And it goes through the life and story of Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper, and the plane crash that took both them and their crews. And it was an amazing story, amazing show, and just really cool to witness and be part of something like that in a different country that really isn't. It's not that different, but it's a different country. Excuse me. All right, radar's getting close. It's now entering into western Lycoming County, central Center County, central Clinton County. And this thing looks mean on radar, so we're going to get out of this parking lot. And I don't know if he's trying to plow or if he's just parking there. But big truck with a big plow, I ain't fighting him. His headlights were all up in my peepers back there. All right, just looking at radar here real quick. Yeah, Nigel, it really was an excellent trip. It was just over 2 weeks. Made a huge trip all the way through the big touristy areas. I know there were sections of London that we never got to. And of course, being 15-year-old kids, we didn't get to some of the areas that, you know, locals would say, go and you'll experience London and you'll experience Britain for what it is. We really didn't get that. But at 15, you know, it's understandable to not have something like that. But it was such a good trip. And my sister got to experience the same kind of trip down to Australia, which was really cool. But my kids, my daughter absolutely loves Paris and the idea of Paris, and hopefully someday she can get there and see the Eiffel Tower. We got to go up to the very top observation deck of the Eiffel Tower, which was so cool, and just visit a bunch of stuff. The Louvre, see the Mona Lisa in real life, which is tiny. You know, here in America, everything's big. It's got to be the bigger, the better, yada, yada. I will say the Mona Lisa is tiny for as big of an impact as that painting has on society and has had. The thing is really tiny. All right. But yeah, beautiful farm country, rolling hills over toward Northumberland, and I'm talking in England there. I don't know exactly where we launched. I think it was probably from the southeast coastline. I don't believe we made it up into Northumbria and those areas where past history with the Vikings, where they landed up in Northumbria and those areas. I don't believe we ever got up into there, which I would have loved to have gotten to see that, but I've learned a lot more of the history since then. So all right, we are in the giant food. It's a shopping center that has a giant grocery store, fine wine, Staples. Has a whole bunch of different places. The Loyal Plaza, thank you. Yes, that's the name, the Loyal Plaza. Had I looked to my left and seen the sign, I would have known that it's the Loyal Plaza. Hobby Lobby's sign just turned on. The Buddy Holly store, yep, is still going in the West End of London. How amazing is that? That is so cool. It was such a good show. And I'm such a fan of 50s and 60s rock and roll from Chuck Berry and Buddy Holly, and just the sound, the way they came up with the music and merged music styles back then to come up with certain styles we have today. Just a really, really cool sound. Yeah, the classic rock. Now, of course, today, classic rock is 80s and 90s. I guess it's oldies. Anyway. So yeah, new special weather statements issued for Western New York, for Eastern Chautauqua, Western Cattaraugus counties, all the way up into Metro Buffalo, including all the south towns, for some snow. And then here closer to me, a new special weather statement on the northern end of this this snow squall line into southern New York across I-86. Yeah, all the way across, just west of Binghamton. Corning. That's what I was looking for. From Corning, and then over into Bradford County, PA, down into Tioga, Mansfield, Wellsboro, Troy, Springfield, Burlington, all across Route 6. Route 6 is probably going to be a nightmare. Yeah, chubby checkers, Justin. Absolutely. We've talked about that numerous times. And you working with his son. That is so, so cool. 22 million people have seen the show from around the world. That's incredible. Well, this little hometown kid from Hughesville, Pennsylvania got to see that show in London, and I'm super happy I was able to do that, and props to my mom for making that happen. All right, we're gonna move to the other end of the plaza here. Red Lobster. That's not correct. I mean, it is Red Lobster, but that's not how you say it. Good 1.5 inches of snow here on the ground here at the Loyal Plaza in Loyal Sock. Let's just take a look-see over this here place. English. That car has been parked there all night, so I'm not worried about them. Be right back. Should I say hi? I have sneakers on and they're all wet. Oh, goodness gracious. Get some heat on these dogs. Oh, the power lines are flexing. What's that all about? There's no wind. Interesting. Yeah, these power lines right above the red light. I don't know if we're going to be able to capture it, but maybe. The yeah, the power lines are jumping up and down here. Just on the right side. I don't know if a pole got hit. Or if they're doing that because they're covered in snow, but that's interesting. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but my mom, she sacrificed a lot for us and gave us as much as she could. Well, those power lines over there are bouncing also. I wonder what's going on. Interesting. Yes, that is good steak across the street. I'm not. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose subscribers for this, and I'm sorry. I'm not a big steak person. I know. I'm just not. I don't know what to say. I'm just not. But Texas Roadhouse is so good. So good. All right, this thing is almost here. We'll start getting into some action. Oh, good. He decided to pull away. Well, Nigel, I just jumped on Facebook quick to see about local school delays or anything like that, and I just now saw that you had followed my page. Thank you so much for that. Galloping power lines is due to uneven weight distribution. I guess that would make sense since, I mean, they're covered in snow. It kind of reminds me of the galloping Gertie. I don't know how many people are gonna recognize that name from history. But yeah, galloping Gertie was a real thing. We don't want that happening to any bridges here. You know that moment when coffee touches your soul? It's also hot. Oh, but it's so good. Well, I was not prepared for this snowplow, or else I would be right on that sidewalk getting covered. Snowplow! Come back! All right, well, my kids are going to be extremely happy. For everyone local, East Lycoming School District is now on a 2-hour delay.
Station 6, 94, vehicle accident in the area of 2847 Rocktown Road, Crawford Township, uninjured.
Okay, well, that's the first accident dispatch as of 5:27 in the morning, and I am not going anywhere near there. That road on a good day is not that great.
Station 6, 94, vehicle accident in the area of 2847 Rocktown Road, Crawford Township, uninjured. One vehicle, 0520.
Excuse me. I'm going to try not coughing too much here, folks. Yeah, the rolls are amazing. Makes me want to go to Texas Roadhouse now. I have heard good things of Tim Hortons. Well, somebody to my left just slid. I thought they just slid into a curb, but it doesn't look like they hit the curb. Looks like they missed the curb. Everybody's getting out and clearing sidewalks. These guys are using blowers. Okay. This thing is just about here. Alright, let's go ahead and back up safely. All right, we're almost at go time. Excuse me. The coffee was hot, now I got hiccups. Awesome. Boo. Oh, good. That was a good little bump there. Everyone has red lights. There's my green. Man, excuse me. Yeah, like I said, I've been dealing all day yesterday. Had a sore throat and not a huge fever, but a fever. TGI Fridays! There's a green. Whee. Okay. I wanted all that slush on my window. Oh. That's not good. Vehicle into the trees, heavy entrapment. That's not what you want to hear.
45, a special call, box 6-4. Area 2847 Rocktown Road, Crawford Township. Vehicle into the tree, heavy entrapment.
Well, somebody came in here and plowed quick. Made one pass. So we are not going to tempt fate with curbs and all that other stuff in the snow. And we're in Loyalsock. We're in the east end of Williamsport. And again here, about the same, an inch and a half in the parking lots. It looks like about 2 inches on the curbs and on some of these sidewalks and stone walls. Cleaning.
Station 6, a vehicle accident at 28 block Rocktown Road. G6 on scene reporting heavy entrapment.
Yeah, prayers with whoever is involved in that accident and all the first responders that that are going to respond to that and other accidents as the morning commute commences. Especially a lot of the back roads.
Have everything reduced its rate due to the road conditions. I'm going to need Clinton County 10 notified for this.
Okay.
And they're requesting other units, telling everybody to slow down just because the road conditions are so bad.
Rocktown Road, reduce your rate for G6. 537.
I appreciate everybody jumping on and watching. Even if you're just watching for a few minutes, I appreciate that. If you like what you're watching and appreciate it, hit that like button. And I hope to earn your subscription. Duncan! That's coffee. Although I will say, I grabbed Sheet's coffee, which isn't bad at all. It is coffee and it works. Ooh, these guys got all the way down here. On the left. Whee! Snow will be starting here momentarily. Last radar scan does show the snow just knocking on the doors. Oh, plow truck, don't you do that.
Zero 144.
Mike November Yankee 0144.
Did my rescue you now?
No, sir, it did not.
Brush 6 will be.
If you would, go ahead and recount for my rescue.
Brush 6 responded.
Well, looks like another accident has been reported on Route 442, east of Muncie, east of Clarkstown in the Moreland area. Looks like the 8,000 block. Holy dirty windshield. Well, come on now, camera. Yeah, it sounds like accidents are...
Accident, 8,000 block on Route 442, Moreland Township, vehicle on its side. No injuries. Person fine.
Yeah, it sounds like another accident there in eastern Lycoming County on Route 442.
8,000 block on Route 442, Moreland Township, vehicle on its side. Fine, but no injuries. From Leslie. Rescue 45 responding by the unit.
Thank you for turning high beams off. Holy smokes.
Can you also buy some single occupants?
Alright, these ramps are a little dicey, so we're going to take these easy. Even though everyone else is not. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Somebody's in a hurry.
6 Rescue 45 responded to vitals.
I have a feeling. And this is just sloppy. We are still at 32 degrees. So things are going to be slippery for a while.
Just 39 responding 8,000 block Bravo 42. Fourth Township, vehicle on side. No injuries. Occupant is confined to 05.
Well, the sky has gone white again. Obviously, we're in the Williamsport metro area, and there's a lot of light pollution reflecting up onto the clouds, but what we're also seeing is the light reflecting off of all the snow that is falling a little bit up above us. Pretty slick and sloppy around these roundabouts. Ooh, there's one little slick spot.
Mickey 94, your recall for Q6 05. Mickey 94 copies available. Chief 23 to county. Chief 23. Please be on scene, Chief 23. County M1 is a vehicle accident at 1442 Moreland Township. Individual is out of the vehicle. Vehicle is off the roadway. We do not need anything from 39.
That's good to hear.
Chief 23 on the scene. 442 reporting occupant health. Need for fire EMS.
Person out of the car does not need fire or EMS, so they are all right.
HG's 39 units available.
And the snow is falling again, so this, and they're fairly big flakes, but yeah, this snow squall is all but here. I'm going to stay out of that tractor's way that's clearing the snow. Just going to park along the side here and get some quick footage.
And this was going to be a little bit for them, and I'll advise them.
Fantastic. Snow falling again here in Williamsport. You've got a cat working here cleaning the snow. All right, give me a second, folks. Beautiful snow falling here. Still here, folks, just getting some footage. What do you think, folks? Real nice heavy snow coming down right now. Larger flakes. No wind. And no thunder snow yet. Really pretty snowfall. Okay, I'm covered in snow. Whee! All right. Doobie doo 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 doo. Nice big flakes. No. We're gonna go back this way. Well, let's go this way just a little bit more. Just trying to get into a spot where I can better see and not necessarily be in the way. Radar still looks good. Most of the heaviest snow now is off to the east. So we're going to follow it and head back home. Parking lot has become covered again. Store is closed. She's hiding the sign. Wegmans is now open. Ooh, snowplow. Well, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, we're here in downtown Williamsport and have not seen a flash of lightning yet. Still holding out a little bit of hope for it. Thundersnow would be a wonderful little gift. Haven't seen thundersnow since last winter up in Sullivan County. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you like what you see, hit that like button. And if you really like it, I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe and come along for the ride. I do storm chasing all over the northeastern US, mid-Atlantic US. I would love to get out west. That has been my biggest weather and storm chasing goal ever in life, to get out into the plains and chase some big time supercells and tornadoes out west. But it is really expensive, and yeah, just haven't been able to set aside enough money to do that and still be able to take care of myself and my kids. But we'll get there one day. Have faith. Have faith. All right, we're getting back up on 180. We're going to head east. And we're going to safely follow this line back toward Hughesville. And we're traveling, excuse me, we're traveling eastbound on 180. Currently in the backside of this snow squall band that is pushing through the central counties again. And then off to the west, there are more snow squalls. They are more isolated in nature and not as banded and lined up like they were here a little bit ago. I say a little bit ago, this started 3 hours and 3 minutes ago. And 180 is slushy and covered in both lanes. The exit ramps are atrocious. You can see that there on the right. Hopefully they slow down and don't take that at the speed they were going. A lot of people are going faster than the road conditions allow or should allow. I am doing 43, and this is a 55 zone, and even at 43, if I start getting sideways, I'm gonna lose it. So conditions are not great, but I've driven in this a time or two. Sorry folks, I am not going to go that fast. You can go around if you really want to. I am not interested in spinning out. Well, we're going to stay on as long as we can here, folks. Cell service has been good. My Weeboost cell phone booster died a couple of months ago, so staying in good cell service area is tough enough in my area. Yeah, bridges and overpasses are covered. Oh, these wipers. Sorry folks, I can only do so much about the wiper noise. Yeah, Justin, I'm just quickly looking at chat since I'm driving and being real careful here. That was an old-fashioned RB sign. Fairfield Road is still covered. Goodness. So if you were watching earlier, folks, there was a pickup truck that slid off the road and down an embankment. Driver was okay, but yeah, that road is still covered. Dusty, I'm seeing your message about did I go to school? I did go to school for 2 years for meteorology, earth science, and then meteorology. I went to IUP, and they do not have a meteorology, but they did have an earth science program, and I was studying in those classes there. I then went to Penn State Hazleton and was in the meteorology program, or at least the weather program, but had been teaching myself and learning weather ever since I was 6 years old, 7 years old, when I moved to Pennsylvania my mom moved us to Pennsylvania. I was born in Wyoming, but we moved here to PA, and I was deathly afraid of lightning. Lightning and the very close thunder. After a while, that turned from absolute terrifying and hiding from it to I want it, and can it happen again? And I started to love thunderstorms and all different types of severe weather and you know, weather of all types, and started studying it like crazy. I would watch hours. It would drive my brothers and my family crazy, but I would watch the Weather Channel for hours and listen to all the different anchors. Jim Cantori for sure, and I'm gonna mess up some of the names. I know there was an on-camera meteorologist. Her first name was Jill. John Hope, of course, was the hurricane expert. Watched big time with Hurricane Andrew and Hurricane Hugo and even Hurricane Bob, and you know, some other big storms. But yeah, grew up watching the Weather Channel and then watching some of the on-camera meteorologists at WNEP, Tom and Noreen Clark, and then Joe Schnediger, of course, came along, and a bunch of different on-camera Mets that I would watch and I would listen and absorb as much information as possible. And once I finally got to college, then my math, which I was good at math all the way up until about 7th grade, and math went downhill quickly. Combination of teachers that were retiring, and then other teachers who maybe didn't understand that I didn't understand the stuff, and of course I wasn't going to be the one kid or two kids that didn't understand and then got made fun of and bullied about not getting something, so I kept my mouth shut. But yeah, anyway, math killed me, and I took a year off of school and then went back for and got my degree in broadcast communications. But yeah, ever since 1995 is when I started storm chasing with some friends and some family. We started a chase team called Dark Skies Chase and Response Team, with the focus on getting the word out to everybody. And just like in the movie Twister, trying to help get warnings out sooner to help people get to shelter and hopefully and eventually help keep people safe. My first tornado was in 1994. There probably was one earlier than that, but my first one that I saw in 1994, and it was an EF0, the smallest or lowest on the scale. And I'm sorry, that was an F0. That was before they did the enhanced Fujita scale. And yeah, ever since then, I've been just addicted. Is the best thing I can say for weather and severe weather. So I chase it all: snowstorms, blizzards. I was in Buffalo 2 years ago when they had the 80+ inches of snow. Was on the New Jersey coast, I think 3 years ago for a blizzard, and slept overnight at the base of a sand dune in Seaside Heights. I slept in my car, in my SUV that I had at the time, which was a blast. Getting rocked by 40 and 50 mile an hour winds while 2 feet of snow fell. And yeah, I've seen tornadoes, you know, and tornado damage near Destin, Florida. I've seen tornado damage in Tennessee several years ago, and then chase storms from Ohio, New York, PA, Delaware, somewhat of New Jersey, somewhat of Virginia. Like I said, my dream is to get out west. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching so far. We've gotten off the highway. We're on 220 North. We are in Pennsdale, or next to Pennsdale. I've got several videos, several shorts and longer form videos. One of those being here in Pennsdale, our own video. You can check out a bunch of my videos, my long form videos. And I mentioned Buffalo, I mentioned New Jersey coastline. I've got those in the long form videos. You can go through them. I do post quite a few shorts. Try to get at least one short every week or so. But with storm chasing and having work and being a dad, I can't go around to where weather is happening all the time. So when weather doesn't happen here, it gets a little quiet. Well, 220 is fairly good. I would say it's a little snow covered and a little slick out here. But those of you who are watching, I appreciate you. I know there's things you could be doing other than this, and I appreciate it. If you do like it, hit that like button. I will check comments. Excuse me. I will check comments when I get to a place where I can stop. Try not to read any comments and take my eyes off the road while I'm driving. Excuse me. I hope I have earned your subscription and brought some kind of value into your viewing entertainment. Well, that snow hit right under my feet and scared the snot out of me. Not to have a low riding car, but plow blade left a little high trail of snow out into the road, and that hit right under my feet. Still within the special weather statement for these snow squalls. The snow squall warning has been allowed to expire, and over the next over the next 24 to 48 hours, we could see another inch or two in the valley locations here around the Susquehanna River. And then as you get into the higher elevations, you're going to start seeing 3, 4, 6 inches. And higher totals the farther north and west you go. As I mentioned, Erie County, yay. Blizzard warning. There have been just covered by the snow over the last week and a half. Going to be setting records, if you haven't already, for seasonal snow. In some areas, 7-8 feet of snow has fallen. But if you do like this and you hit that like button, consider subscribing. Coming along for the adventures. Everything from drone video and what you're seeing here on some live, both during the day and at night. As well as severe weather from thunderstorms and hail, flash flooding, tornadoes, although most of the tornadoes that happen here are rain wrapped and very hard to see. But we get on them as well. The occasional double rainbow, northern lights, and a smorgasbord, there we go, smorgasbord of a variety of different weather phenomena. So yeah, if you like it, come along for the ride. 6:23 here Eastern Standard Time. We're now in the town of Hughesville. Small town USA. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Ladine, I believe it's Schoenberger. Thank you for subscribing. I hope I can earn that for you. Please feel free to peruse, look through my channel. You can see all the different large videos and long form videos, all the way down to the shorts. Plow truck! Woo! I planned that. Actually, I didn't. That was perfect timing. All right, Main Street here in Hughesville. All the lights and the wreaths are up. The tree lighting ceremony will be tomorrow night, Friday night. confused on what this truck is doing, you're not allowed to park on the opposing side. Although, that might be a trash truck. It's a trash truck. We will allow it, since those guys work hard at keeping all of our communities clean by picking up garbage that we throw away. Shout out all of the workers like that, trash and utility and line workers. We salute you. Well, folks, other than some more snow squalls that are going to be coming through here over the next few hours, that will do it. There might be the occasional flash of lightning and snow, thunder snow through the area. But as of right now, the worst of the snow squalls are off to the east. So yeah, thank you for coming along. I appreciate you watching. Whether it was 5 minutes, whether it was 3 hours and 24 minutes and 15 seconds, I appreciate you. I thank you. And yeah, I hope I was able to give you a little bit of satisfaction with some of the snow footage. And as I'm saying that, new special weather statements have come out all the way from Treasure Lake, Sandy, Truckville, all along 80 into Snowshoe, Clearfield, Bigler, and all the way into even State College, and all the way to Watsontown. A very long special weather statement for some snow squalls. And those will drift right around the Route 80 region, which again, Route 80 is closed. But yeah, some more snow squalls over the next few hours. A little bit of heavier snow as we go through the day and this evening. Winds will pick up. High wind advisories, or at least wind advisories, are in effect across most of Pennsylvania. And this storm system, as it pulls off to the east, will bring in some strong winds and turn those winds coming right off of Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, and just turn that lake effect snow machine back on and really just pummel the areas south and east of Lake Erie. So don't be shocked if you get into a heavier snow squall over the next few hours. And don't be shocked at all if one of those heavier snow squalls produces some lightning and maybe a nice rumble of thunder. We didn't see one tonight, but we had a good time. I thank you again. One last call for liking this. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. And remember to hit the bell to turn on notifications so that when I post a new short, a new drone video, or a larger video that I have a couple planned ready to go. I just need to get the footage, and then I'll be posting a longer video from tonight and you'll get those notifications for any and all new videos that come out. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go home because I'm out of water and I'm out of coffee. And grab a little bit of sleep. And take a look at some video footage, and I'll post that a little bit later on. So thanks everybody. Storm Chaser Eli Roberts. Thanks again for coming along with these snow squalls. Not much wind here, but I know some areas did have some wind. We saw one vehicle off the road and down into a ditch. Driver was okay. Vehicle looked like it was probably okay, just down from the road. Have a great evening, great afternoon, great morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.